And Doug, look ahead for us a little bit if you can hear me, to after the inauguration itself, to some of the politics here, because we are expecting Donald Trump to sign a slew of executive orders today. Immigration, we're told, is one of those big areas he's going to focus on. And it sounds like this is going to sort of set the tone for the kind of presidency he wants to have.
Yeah, I'll put it a little more bluntly. In a little less than an hour and a half's time, we are basically going to have Donald Trump stepping into the presidency and taking a wrecking ball to Joe Biden's legacy. He seeks nothing less, not because I'm saying it, he's explicitly said it. He seeks nothing less than to blow up Joe Biden's four-year legacy. You touched on some of the points, but it's almost wherever you turn. Every aspect of American governance and American life and American society is going to be affected. We could talk about the economy, we could talk about the climate, we could talk about sealing borders, we could talk about immigration, we could talk about women's rights, we could talk about transgender rights. I'm running out of breath here. The list goes on and on. But in a nutshell, you use the word slew of executive orders. You could say flurry, blizzard, it doesn't matter. What is clear is that Donald Trump has told his advisors he wants to go full throttle. He wants to go full throttle on these orders. He does not want to hold up. He has no brakes at this point right now. His advisors were trying to sort of persuade him, spread them out over a few days. We have some time. He said, absolutely not. My supporters expect me to move swiftly and quickly. It's already been too long. This can't come soon enough.
Doug Herbert, thanks very much indeed. Well, standing next to Douglas Herbert there, Fraser Jackson, our Washington correspondent, who's also covering events for us today. Fraser, let's talk to you a little bit about the choreography of this event. Many viewers will remember the speech that Donald Trump gave when he won the election back in 2016. He talked about America first, about American carnage. Have you heard anything as to the kind of tone that he wants to set in his speech today?
Well, transition sources say that this is going to be a message of a unity that he's going to be talking about. We were expecting him to kind of announce during his victory rally to go back on all of the things that led him to that point of his victory in November, and then today focus more on what he's going to actually be doing once he gets back into office. Now, we already know that there's going to be a slew of executive orders heading our way. Some reports have it over 100. One Fox News report has it up to 200 executive orders that are going to be signed by Donald Trump, and we know that they're going to be signed, some of them in part at least. The minute he is actually inaugurated, they're going to be signed at the Capitol building, and then another raft of them is going to be signed at the Capital One Arena downtown, which is where his presidential parade is now going to be held, given that the weather here has forced all of the ceremonies indoors. So we're going to be expecting a lot of those executive orders to focus on the border, on border security, on energy. Of course, Donald Trump's one of his main taglines from the campaign was "Drill, baby, drill." He's going to be opening up new oil fields in Alaska, we are told, and diversity, equity, and inclusion laws that the government has to adhere to are going to be scrapped. A lot of what Joe Biden has done during his presidency, Donald Trump said, will be undone by sundown on his first day. So it seems like things are going to be moving at a breakneck speed, if you believe the presidential transition. Whether we actually see that happen is what we're all now waiting to find out.
Fraser Jackson for us there, and Douglas Herbert, both live for us in DC on this historic inauguration day.